Namo Himalaya, everyone. Stephan from Shared Reality here, and today I'm going to take you through a practice to reprogram your subconscious mind. It'll actually be rewiring your brain. We're going to go through it together so that you can get over those negative habits, get over whatever limitations are holding you back, and really just receive your manifestations into your life. You know, my master has said to me more than once, there's no ladder to climb up unless you create one. That's been something that's really been on my mind recently. You know, if we're always in this state where we feel like we have to fix ourselves, we feel like we have to get to the next level or do this certain thing before we go for what we want, before we actually try to receive our manifestations, before we feel worthy of them, then we're always going to be in a state of lack. Because thinking you have to fix yourself insinuates that you're broken, right? And you're not. You don't have to be anyone other than who you are right now to receive what you truly desire. You just have to remove your resistance to it. Whatever limitation is standing in front of you, between you and your goal. So try and call to mind whatever that is. Obviously, just pick one for now. There are probably a lot of things you want to work on. But again, that's a mindset we're going to try to move beyond. So whether that be scarcity mindset, lack, you've been suffering, fear of public speaking, like it can be as specific or as broad as you want. Just call that to mind. And start off by taking a few slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Just about 3 breaths. Now we're starting this practice with pure love and light. I call on Source, the universe, energies, your higher self, your guardians, to all be with us in our pursuit of clarity and guidance for the greatest good of all beings, all living things, to spread more love and light throughout the universe. Alright, so I'm going to ask your permission now to access the superconscious on your behalf. I'm going to help you tap into the quantum field so you can make these changes. Okay, so do I have your permission? I'm going to need a verbal yes. Do I have your permission to tap into your energies and speak with the superconscious on your behalf? Okay, great. Keep breathing deeply. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Know that there's nothing you have to do during this practice other than just being open to receiving whatever knowledge, whatever insights, whatever universe wants to show you. Only observe that which you need to observe, and you'll know in the moment. Superconscious, I stand before you today humbly asking you to help treat the resistances, the blocks that you see. Please access the subconscious mind and help them recognize any limitations, any blocks, any resistance they have to gaining their true desires. Please call to mind that first memory, that super influential memory that informed all these other hang-ups, all this conditioning, everything that you've experienced. And there are some resistances that are being more stubborn than others. But superconscious, please recognize them and explain to these subconscious thoughts, these fears, these doubts, that when you let go of the pain, becomes wisdom. Superconscious, please help them to release these resistances, to let go of the pain, to finally move on from these blocks, to be able to garner the wisdom from those experiences. Superconscious, please Thank these thoughts for how they served us. Thank our subconscious mind for carrying out actions that would be too thought intensive, that would take up too much time. Thank the subconscious mind for keeping us safe. But please remind it that you are the master of your ship, that you are in control, and that you are asking the brain cells to now fire in a different way together, to form new neural connections, to provide clarity, peace, and acceptance. Please turn all resistance to allowing. Superconscious, please let this newfound confidence, this newfound faith, this newfound belief in self, and this lack of resistance, please let it permeate every cell of their body. Still feeling some strong resistance. Superconscious, please recognize where this felt resistance is coming from, what memory it's tied to, what it's trying to protect, and release that pain. Surrender all that resistance, all that fear, all that doubt, all that uncertainty. Surrender that to the universe. And trust that your manifestation will be delivered. Open your mind up to receive. Let the universe surprise you, and let you surprise yourself. When you awake from this meditation and realize that you're no longer resistant to that thing you were fearing, to the success you were afraid of achieving, is now readily attainable. Breathe that in. Breathe in through your heart. Place your left hand on your heart, your right hand above it. Feel gratitude for the superconscious, for Source, for your higher self, for your guardian angels, for this divine guidance, this wisdom, and the ability to move beyond your limitations. And again, inhale. All the way from the crown to the base of your spine. And exhale. Take 3 more deep breaths. And on the final breath, inhale. And sigh it out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So normally these reprogrammings take quite a bit of time. I know Dr. Joe Dispenza recommends spending half an hour on induction and then another half an hour and then another half an hour, so you end up meditating for an hour and a half, 2 hours, which is great when you have the time. But I know a lot of people are sometimes impatient for that, sometimes legitimately just don't have the schedule for that. But this is still a great way to get in there. So one way you can test this is every time you revisit this meditation is to write down your resistance to whatever block you're trying to cure, whatever limitation you're trying to overcome. Write down your level of resistance from 0 to 10 on a scale of 0 to 10. And then you'll see what it was at the beginning when you first started, and then at the end. And hopefully we can get that resistance down to absolute 0 so that you can be totally free to shine your light and share yourself with the world. So revisit this as many times as you want to. We can do more of these if you enjoyed the format. I know this has been super helpful to me. And one of the other quotes that came up when I was learning about this method too is that the seed is already the forest. And that was for me. You don't have to be any type of way to be deserving of what you want to go after. You already are that person. Time is not linear the way we think about it. And even though I already knew this, I just never really thought of it conceptually as the seed is already the forest. The seed doesn't need to be worried about improving, be worried about leveling up to that next, be able to grow. It already knows it's the forest, even while it's still a seed. So I really hope this helped lower your resistance. Hope it was beneficial to you. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. So I hope this method works for you as well as it has been working for me. I really want everyone to just be able to benefit from taking advantage of their neuroplasticity and making their subconscious mind really work on their behalf, so we don't have to struggle so hard against it to remain positivity and to spread love and light around the planet. So guys, thank you so much for checking it out. Until next time, love you.